So yesterday I was hosting his press conference, right? So he comes into the press conference, cameras in his face. You know what I mean? Like full deal press conference. Like people from the media, people from online, from online news sources, from TV, and of course our other friends from radio. So they were all there. And Lee DeWyze walks in, dark jeans, plain black shirt, a coat jacket, a plain black coat jacket on top of that, and flip-flops. Hello, that's how much of a simple guy he is. You know what I mean? He walks in, and right after the press con, I told him, "Yo, I'm digging the flip-flops with the suit." And then he says, "You like it? You like it?"
Cute.
He says, "I just always like to wear what's comfortable." And after I asked him, is this how you usually dress? And he said, "Yeah, dude." He said, I don't try to impress anyone with how I dress. I think my music speaks for itself." And then he also said, "I'm not trying to prove anything to anyone. If they like my music, they like it. If they don't, I don't have to pretend for them."
Aw, what a simple guy.
What a simple guy indeed. Here we go. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Our exclusive one-on-one interview with the one and only Mr. Lee DeWyze.
Magic, let your spirit smile. On a positive note.
Here we are. We're talking to the one and only American Idol winner, Mr. Lee DeWyze, coming all the way from the U.S., performing here in the Philippines. We're so happy to have you here, Lee. Thank you very much for making the trip down to the Philippines. How are you enjoying the heat, first of all? How are you enjoying the weather down here in the Philippines right now?
It's hot. It's hot, but it's okay. It's easy to not let those kind of things bother you when you're traveling around the world playing songs and doing things like that. It's a great experience, and just really happy to be here.
Now, earlier on, we talked about this a little bit. I want the Magic 89.9 listeners to get your take on it. You had a pretty nice answer earlier. You come from a place where they say your hometown slogan is friendliness is a way of life, and you come here where we make it a point to be friendly to everyone. We want to make sure we smile to everyone. How has the Filipino people welcomed you?
Well, from the minute I got off the plane, it was just absolute friendliness. Everyone's been so nice and been so willing to show me around and teach me about it here, and I think that it's great that they're sharing their city with me and themselves with me, and I'm just happy that I get to come here and share my music with them. It's a great feeling.
Speaking of your music, lots of people familiar with you from American Idol. Lots of people familiar with you because of the single you released here. Lots of people loving that. But again, the album is so deep, so rich with good music. What can people expect from you when they catch a show tonight and tomorrow?
Well, I think whenever I play a show, it's kind of like I exit the real world for a minute, and then I go on stage and enter my own little world, and I try to just bring everybody else into it. And that's the best way I really can describe it, because when I'm up there, every song I sing and everything I'm saying and singing about, I put myself in that moment, and that's the best way I can really get my songs across, when I can really connect to them that way. And so people can expect to just really feel the music tonight. That's what I'm hoping for.
And you take so much pride in your songwriting. What sets you apart from all the other American Idol winners and, past contestants is that pretty much almost your entire first album, you put your hand into writing almost every track into that. How does that feel, when you know that this one is so personal and it's really from the heart?
It's a great feeling. I think there's definitely some other good songwriters that have come out of American Idol for sure. But I think that, I was given an opportunity to write on my album, and I took the opportunity because songwriting is a big part of music for me, and I really think that when I write a song, I can connect to it and I can perform it in a way that I wouldn't be able to. And I think that there's nothing wrong with not writing your own music. Music's open to interpretation for sure, but I definitely also feel that for me personally, it's just much better when I'm writing my own music, because I can really connect to it, and I hope the listeners really get that out of it.
Hey, what's up? This is Lee DeWyze, and a happy 25th anniversary to my favorite radio station, Magic 89.9.
There you go. That's our interview with Lee DeWyze. Of course, that's only the first parts of our interview with him, and we got the second part coming up in a little bit.
Yay, there's more!
In the second part, he talks about boxing in the Philippines. He talks about
Is he a boxing fan?
Yeah, he talks about his mom. It is Mother's Day after all. He talks about that song he got stuck in his head when he woke up the other day, and you're never gonna believe what it is. Whole lot of fun stuff coming your way from Lee, plus much more on the show. And you can still call us up 631-0899, or you can text us up or post on Facebook.
Magic 89, space your message and send it over to 2948. Also, you can message us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/magic89.9.
Yesterday, and we played you guys the first of two parts of the interview earlier. Let's get to the second one right about now.
Hey, what's up? This is Lee DeWyze, and a happy 25th anniversary to my favorite radio station, Magic 89.9.
A couple of fun questions trying to get this out of the way. I'll make sure that, the listeners know Lee a little bit more. What's the most surprising song that you found yourself singing, the entirety? You know how that song kind of stays in your head and camps there for quite some bit. What's the most surprising song that you've had a last song syndrome with?
I woke up the other day in the U.S. and I had Lou Bega's Mambo No. 5 stuck in my head, and I know it wasn't a fun morning, but it was that's the last song that literally got stuck in my head, and I had to call my friend and be like, "Yo, dude, you'll never guess what's stuck in my head right now," and it faded, but I was singing that all morning, so that's it's kind of a funny one, but it's the truth.
Well, you always change up original songs to make them your own take. Your covers are always very interesting. I think if you release a Lee DeWyze Mambo No. 5, it might just be something very, very interesting. I see everyone around here shaking their heads to it, and not even supporting their idea remotely. Now, you're in the Philippines for what is one of the biggest weekends in the country. Not only are you here, we're so psyched that an American Idol is here to perform, and we've watched your journey throughout the show. But you're also here for Pacquiao weekend. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure if you're a boxing fan or what, but here we close down the streets. It gets quiet when the fight is on. So, are you looking forward to that? Are you curious as to how we do that whole extravaganza?
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch the fight, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think that I think I know who's going to win. I have my opinion on that, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think there's a better place to watch it than right here. So I'm excited to see how the city reacts, and I'm just glad to be a part of of everything that's going on here, and to be able to watch the fight over here is going to be a great thing.
You got a prediction? You got a pick?
I'll say this: if Pacquiao wins, I won't be surprised. But I mean, you never know. But if Pacquiao wins, I won't be surprised.
Now, last but not least, Mother's Day. You're going to be here halfway across the world from your mom. You mentioned earlier how tough it is sometimes to maintain a relationship, even with your parents. So how's that going to be for you? And how do you feel when so many Filipinos are planning to spend Mother's Day, by watching you perform, making sure that, they bring their mothers to hear your music and things like that, celebrate such a special family event with you?
I think it's awesome. I miss my family, obviously, back at home, and my friends and things. But I mean, my mom, has been a big part of my life, and so, I sent her something. She'll be getting that in the mail, and I'm really glad to be part of everyone else's Mother's Day out here too. I mean, it's, I'll do my best to make it a good one, So just looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see everybody.
Lee, we get American Idol crazy here. Let me tell you, the Magic listeners, they went crazy when you won, and they went even crazier to find out that you were coming over. So thank you very much for taking some time to be with us here on the Magic.
Hey man, thanks for having me, and to all the listeners, thank you for your support. I appreciate it, and you guys are the best, and I love you.
Thank you. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Lee DeWyze. That's the second half of our interview with him. 12:48 on the clock. Let's move on.